Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP, and once again, this is the 1 hour chart. We're still sitting here fluctuating between 50 and 52 cents. You know, this week coming up is a big what-if week for XRP. What happens if Ripple announces an IPO, sending the price of XRP skyrocketing? What if a settlement happens before the party even starts? There's a lot of speculation around that as well. We're going to talk about those two things in today's video. So let's take a look. Ripple IPO buzz is heating up. Could we see a 20x valuation surge to $600 per share on September 28th? Now, if Ripple announces an IPO, that's going to be very big for Ripple. But if Ripple announces an IPO and then puts a value on XRP, that's a game changer for me and you. That could send the price of XRP skyrocketing very fast. It almost makes me want to buy up a little bit more of XRP before the party even starts, because I do think that big announcement is going in this direction. But again, we're only speculating for now. Speculation never hurt anyone. XRP community reacts to new SEC versus Ripple settlement rumors. Now, these are nothing more than rumors right now. The reason I don't think this is going to happen is because Brad already has $200 million invested in this lawsuit. On top of that, he knows the law is on Ripple's side. I think that case is going to go the distance. I don't think we're going to get news around that this coming week. But again, who knows? Tell him, Brad. Ripple CEO says regulation matters. XRP the standard for global transactions. So one thing I want to point out here is this. The SEC, on the other hand, is trying to file an appeal against Ripple's partial victory in July. Despite this, the Ripple ecosystem and partnerships are growing at an unprecedented pace. On September 8th, Ripple acquired Fortress Trust to expand its blockchain-based financial solutions. Rumors about BlackRock shifting its focus from Bitcoin to XRP came out on September 15th. However, these developments have failed to have an impact on the price of XRP. The XRP price on September 8th was 49 cents. XRP has dropped by 0.6% since then to 49 cents on the 18th. As more clarity comes out about crypto regulations, analysts are bullish on XRP. They foresee a huge surge in XRP, cementing its place as one of the top 5 cryptocurrencies. But the price should have moved on those announcements, but yet nothing has happened. I still think that the SEC case with Ripple is still suppressing the price of XRP. And until that case is finally done and over with, I don't think we're going to see any price movement. The only thing I see that could change that is Ripple announcing an IPO and putting a valuation on XRP. Japan university researchers find correlation between XRP price and transaction network structure. So one thing I want to point out here is this. This is what they're talking about. The study showcased the potential of correlation tensor spectra in understanding the dynamic interplay between XRP's price and transaction network. It highlighted how market conditions influence this relationship and provide insight into the mechanics of the XRP market during bubble and non-bubble periods. The reason I think these Japanese researchers at these institutions are doing this research is because they're trying to figure out what happens if the price of XRP keeps fluctuating during transactions. And I think the IMF looked at this a long time ago. That's why they always said that in the future we're going to see stable coins backed by precious metals or real world assets sitting at a high stable price. And I think Japan's looking at that same problem right now. But I might be wrong on that. But they definitely are looking at transactions and the price of XRP. XRP pundit mocks Bitcoin and Chainlink Maxis lobbying BlackRock and bankers. Now, this is actually funny because for as long as I've ever been holding XRP, and probably as long as you've been holding XRP, you always heard it's a banker's coin. Nobody should buy that centralized banker's coin. But now we're watching the tide shift. So he pointed out that Bitcoin Maxis now love BlackRock, one of the largest asset management firms seeking approval for a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund, an ETF. He also claimed Link proponents are now bootlicking every banker in sight at CBOS, a financial services conference. He believes the Chainlink army actively aspires to align itself with the interest of the banking institutions. But when their cryptocurrency is getting involved with the bankers, oh, that's game-changing. But when XRP is tied to banks all around the world, don't buy that centralized cryptocurrency. It's not for you. Buy the Freedom Coin, Bitcoin. I love when Bitcoin Maxis are proven wrong. And you know, they think that it's game-changing for BlackRock to get involved with Bitcoin. And I said it time and time again, I don't think they should want that in any way. I think they're not seeing the big picture. They're thinking it's going to add all this value. I think they're totally wrong on that. Have sold all my QNT and XRP and bought Link instead. Quant and Ripple aren't working with any banks. Chainlink is Swift's poster boy. Chainlink will dominate the bull run. Now, when I seen this made me laugh because XRP is working with a hell of a lot of banks all around the world right now. And just wait until the U.S. banks get on board with Ripple and XRP as well. No wonder the Link community hates XRP. Ripple absolutely destroys Swift community on transaction speed and transaction cost. And to top it off, XRP and QNT are developing the digital pound together. What's not to love? I like the fact that XRP and QNT are working together. That shows you how they're going to work side by side in the new financial system. QNT is going to be the glue holding that entire system together. XRP by then will be moving a lot of the world's money. But you know, these communities, they think that it's game-changing to get tied in with Swift. You got to remember something. Swift is 50 years old. Even through upgrades, it cannot compete with Ripple and XRP. In fact, if Swift doesn't get on board the Ripple train, Swift is going to be left behind 5 years from now. I tend to disagree on this. XRP will see a new all-time high during this bull cycle. $3 to $6 is the sweet spot, with the potential blow-off top taking XRP to double digits. Experts suggest XRP could spend 5 more years before hitting a new all-time high. First off, let me ask you this. Would you continue holding XRP even if it took 5 years for XRP to have a massive run-up? I definitely would, because that run-up would be absolutely epic. However, I think they're absolutely wrong. I think XRP is about to start moving in the very near future. I'm still thinking this fall is going to be big for XRP. We should definitely surpass $1 at least. So, Ripple partner revealed remarkable growth for XRP ODL services as RNT surges. You know, we keep seeing how ODL is pushing ahead, you know, expanding out and growing all the time, but yet the price isn't moving yet. And that's why I said something is suppressing the price of all of these ISO cryptocurrencies. Yesterday, I did a video on the 3 X's, XRP, XLM, and XDC. Very similar, a lot of similarities between these cryptocurrencies, and one of them is that the price on them are all rock bottom prices. It's no different for HBAR, IOTA, and Algo as well. Rock bottom prices. I think it's like a shakeout. It's like you don't see the cryptocurrency moving. It's just going sideways, and it frustrates most people. If people don't have patience for that, they're going to sell off and go and chase something that's moving right now. But, you know, I think the much bigger shakeout's going to happen when the price starts rising on these cryptocurrencies. Because a lot of people say the top for XRP is $10. Other people say the top for XRP is $20, $30, $40, $50. As the price goes up, people will start selling XRP. And I think that's going to be the biggest shakeout event. XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple, replaced the need for clearinghouses and or nostro-vostro accounts. Now remember when people kept saying XRP, Ripple's ditching XRP, they're going to go and choose something else other than XRP? Take a listen to what Brad says right here.
XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple. It is the foundation of how we think about liquidity management, and a core problem that how the financial infrastructure works is around how liquidity is managed. Today, financial institutions are wired with pools of capital. They're called nostro and vostro accounts. And these are accounts that are pre-funded between financial institutions. And that's capital sitting dormant and not being used for either working capital or lending or what have you. By using a digital asset, you can enable liquidity in real time. This is transformational to how global financial infrastructure is wired.
So you see, XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple. There's no way Brad would ever think of leaving XRP out of the equation. It would not make sense. In fact, RippleNet without XRP is dead on arrival, in my opinion, because XRP is needed all throughout the world to move the world's money, work as that bridge currency, work as that trust layer in between two CBDCs. But again, a lot of these people like to FUD on XRP. They like to try to convince you that Ripple is somehow ditching XRP. They're not. I wanted to point that out once again because I see people talking about that almost on a daily basis now. The U.S. now has record $17.1 trillion in household debt. Record $12 trillion in mortgages. Record $1.6 trillion in auto loans. $1.6 trillion in student loans. $1 trillion in credit card debt. The reason I wanted to point this out, I actually went and gave a customer an estimate yesterday. And this guy's showing me all his wonderful toys. Brand new truck. He was showing me his new quad. And he's telling me, you know, well, I'm kind of cash strapped right now, but I have a ton of credit cards and we could just throw your bill on one of those. He's like, I got $30,000 on this card and $50,000 on that card. And I said to him, you know, credit cards aren't money. He goes, no, but they're buying power. And I think when I talked to him, all I kept thinking in the back of my mind, thank God I'm invested in XRP. You know, in a couple of years, I'm going to be able to buy all these things in cash just by holding XRP right now and stacking XRP right now. But, you know, as everything shifts. You know, I'm talking about the new financial system coming in. I think there's going to be a very dark time in there. I'm talking about where people's wealth gets swallowed up and anybody in debt is going to be strapped to the new slave system. Digital ID, universal basic income, things like that. But anybody that has money can maybe overcome that system, maybe not have to get attached to that system. Who knows? Well, you got to remember, we're investing in the technology that's going to move the world's money at that point from one CBDC to another CBDC. But the other thing I noticed is this right here. Bankruptcy filings have hit levels compared to the financial crisis and C-19. And the reason bankruptcies are up right now is because people were working 2 and 3 jobs and just paying the interest on credit cards. And they're in debt and they said, well, I'm done working 2 and 3 jobs. I'm just going to go file bankruptcy. And you know, our government, it sets the example for the American people. I know so many people that are just living off of debt and racking up more debt along the way. They're paying off one credit card with a new credit card, and then they're consolidating 2 and 3 cards onto one card and then reusing those cards once again. You know, you got to break that cycle, and I think crypto helps you break out of that cycle. It helps you get out of debt at some point in the near future. And, you know, that's why I always wanted to talk about XRP when I make videos, because I see it as our way out of this. It's our one shot to get away from that system. As the new system comes in, though, like I said, I think it's going to get dark for a period of time. And then right after that, things are going to look really good, especially if you're a crypto investor. But until then, we stay patient and stay positive. Let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap this one up. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.